Have you ever felt like 90% of your results come from just a few things you do, while everything else barely moves the needle? That's called the Pareto principle. The Pareto principle states that 80% of results come from just 20% of causes. It was first observed by Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto in 1896, who noticed that 80% of Italy's land was owned by only 20% of the population. Interestingly, that same pattern shows up in your daily life too. If you look around, you'll notice it almost immediately. Think about your wardrobe. You probably own 20 to 30 pieces of clothing, but you wear the same 5 or 6 items almost every day. The rest just takes up space. That's the 80-20 pattern in real life. So why does this keep happening? Not all inputs carry equal weight. A small number of causes tend to produce a disproportionately large share of results. This happens because resources, effort, and impact are rarely distributed evenly. A few factors simply have more leverage than the rest, and here's why that's worth paying attention to. When you understand this, you start asking a different question. Instead of, how do I do more, you ask, which actions actually matter? That shift changes how you spend your time, energy, and attention. In short, the Pareto principle says 80% of your outcomes come from 20% of your inputs. It's not a fixed rule, but the pattern appears everywhere. And once you see it, you start looking at effort very differently. Most people focus on doing more, but maybe the more useful question is, which small part of what you do is already doing most of the work?